Hey everyone, my name is Sean Arnold, and hey, have you heard? A Nintendo Direct was held on the 12th of November 2015, and it is the first Nintendo Direct since the passing of ex-Nintendo president Satoru Iwata. It was really nice to see Reggie Fils-Aimé again come out and make a small mention of the Satoru Iwata's passing, and just make a little nod towards how everyone has been feeling and sending Nintendo well wishes. A lot of news was covered within this broadcast, but I'm just going to pick out a few of my highlights and give my opinion on those. First of all, we have the announcement of Twilight Princess HD. Twilight Princess HD looks really good. It's being ported towards the Wii U console, having been originally released on the Nintendo GameCube and the Nintendo Wii. Twilight Princess was the last Nintendo Zelda title which I played on a console, and I'm kind of excited to retry that again and see if I can complete it this time. I kind of lost interest part of the way, but to support the release of Twilight Princess on the Wii U, there is also going to be a Wolf Link amiibo. When I saw the amiibo in the broadcast, I kind of gotta say it didn't look really good to me, particularly Minda. Minda just looked, I don't know, Minda just looked kind of off to me in my opinion. But it's an amiibo, so tons of people will go crazy for it and will try to buy it. Also, if you pre-order Twilight Princess HD, then you will also get the entire soundtrack for free when it comes out next year. This is all to celebrate the 30th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda, which is next year, and they did say that Zelda Wii U will be coming out next year, although they still haven't given us an official title or a release date for it. This holiday season, Nintendo will also be releasing a brand new Wii U Bundle with Super Smash Bros. And Splatoon pre-installed on the console. I think this is a fantastic idea. This is actually what I've said they should do for the new Nintendo NX. Give people these incredible titles as a digital download for free. Well, I didn't expect them to actually install it on the console beforehand, which is really great news. So people who are looking for maybe a Wii U this Black Friday season, then you can kick yourself up a Wii U now with Smash Bros. And Splatoon pre-installed. Speaking of which, an update has been released for Splatoon, which has introduced 2 brand new stages and tons of new gear and equipment. Speaking of updates, a portal website has been released for Super Mario Maker. I think this is a really great idea by Nintendo. One of the criticisms of Super Mario Maker was the search system within the game, and how a lot of people found that they were getting levels which they didn't like or just didn't enjoy playing very often, and the search system within the game just wasn't really adequate for finding quality levels. I think using this portal website should help alleviate that a bit, and it's Nintendo's way of addressing that, although I do think it could have been better if this was actually in game and not actually as a separate website which you have to go to a desktop or use your mobile device to search for a level for. A reminder was also put out for Xenoblade Chronicles X, which will be coming out on December 4th. No new news was really said about this. Xenoblade Chronicles X did come out earlier in the year in Japan, so much of it is already known. But I just wanted to say that this was a good job at reigniting my interest in Xenoblade Chronicles X. I've been craving a good solid JRPG for a long time, and this is combining 2 of my favourite things. JRPG exploration plus mecha all in one game. I'm going to be hooked on this game for the holiday season. Looking forward to getting it on December 4th. Xenoblade Chronicles looks fantastic. Speaking of which, Final Fantasy Explorers was also highlighted for a release next year. They didn't announce a release date in the broadcast for EU customers, although according to Game's website, as of this recording, the game should be coming out on the 29th of January 2016. Final Fantasy Explorers looks really fun to me. As someone who is growing up on Final Fantasy and was also a big fan of Final Fantasy XI, this looks like a really basic version of those MMO games where you pick your job, go out into a big world, do quests and fight big monsters. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on the game and booting up my 2DS again after such a long time. Cosplayers, start your engine. Linkle is finally here. Hyrule Warriors came out last year for the Nintendo Wii U, and it was a fantastic game, and a port was announced earlier in the year for the Nintendo 3DS called Hyrule Warriors Legends. In this game, you're going to be able to play as Toon Link, Tetra, the King of the Red Lions, the Skull Kid from Majora's Mask, and also a brand new character called Linkle. Linkle is basically Femlink. She is the female version of Link, who is apparently a girl from a cuckoo town, and she uses a crossbow and has a lot of moves very similar to Link, but uses more ranged attacks and kicks as opposed to sword swipes and a big shield. I think everyone is going to go crazy over Femlink, and cosplayers are going to love her outfit. And finally, to wrap up this video, I want to go back to what I said earlier about how Nintendo is trying to reignite interest on the Wii U console and current Wii U games, and they are definitely doing that with this announcement here. Cloud from Final Fantasy VII was announced for Super Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS. Cloud looks absolutely fantastic in this game. He looks incredibly right at home. I think it's great that such an iconic character is making it to Smash, which is kind of the elite club of who's within the video game industry. I think it's a great collaboration between Nintendo and Square Enix to put a character like Cloud in the game. And with Final Fantasy VII Remake on the way, I think it's good to reignite interest into Cloud and introduce him to newer and younger audiences. I spoke about this in another video about the Nintendo AX with JD recently, in that I don't think the Nintendo is really appealing to younger audiences right now. I also don't think Square Enix is necessarily appealing to younger audiences right now and getting people interested in their iconic RPG franchise. So I think by putting Cloud in a game like Smash, which is still a hit seller for Nintendo, I think it's a great way of just building a bit more awareness, a bit more familiarity with those who might not know who he is and see his awesome moveset. He looked absolutely stunning and fantastic in this game. He had all of his iconic moves here, and Nintendo know what they're doing with this trailer. Whoever made this trailer did a fantastic job at showing off Cloud in all of his glory. Some of my favorite moments there were when he stole Wario's bike, as Cloud is very well known for driving a motorcycle, and using the Omni Slash against Ike from Fire Emblem. This is really cool because Ike has almost his own version of Cloud's Omni Slash in Smash Brothers, but it was great to see Cloud come back and say, yo, this is my move, I invented this. My favorite part of the announcement was also seeing the Midgar stage. That looked really good, and particularly to see old Final Fantasy summons like Ifrit, Shiva, Ramu and Bahamut Zero make an appearance into the game. Cloud in Smash Bros is big. I think it's a great idea by Nintendo, really great collaboration idea, and again I think it will get people into playing Smash again, going back to a game which is now a year old, and getting people back into it. Anyway guys, so those are my thoughts and opinions and my highlights from the Nintendo Direct. What did you think? Let me know down in the comments below and we'll talk about them. But thank you for watching this episode as always. Much love, take care and goodbye.